acabado de encontrar a NSA. Eu perdi o chat. E a mulher lá, Regan, que é a filha do Thomas Malloy, apareceu, me salvou, tirou da prisão. E é isso aí. Agora eu tinha que falar com o Fitzpatrick. Tá um pouco mais complicado do que esse. Vou colocar um pouquinho mais pro lado isso aqui. Então beleza, então vamos lá, vamos ligar pro Sr. Fitzpatrick.
Hello, Mr. Murphy. How are your efforts progressing?
Melhor do que da última
I have a
vez.
few leads. Called to see if you could give me some additional information.
I'll be happy to tell you anything I know.
Que bom. Então fala sobre os alienígenas.
Thomas had a daughter named Regan. She was very young when I knew her in China. I can't say that this Regan Madsen is Thomas's daughter.
Ok.
Sorry, I'm afraid that's unfamiliar to me. Intriguing. If you find this puzzle box,
Okay,
I'd like to
I
have a
think so.
look at it.
Intriguing. Tá bom
The
que não
name is
sabe.
new to me.
Tá bom que não sabe.
I can't help you with that. The NSA is a dangerous group. I've dealt with them before, and I have no desire to do it again. But I fear
Então
we may have
ele
no
sabe,
choice.
olha só. Olha que safado. Engraçado, ele não pergunta dos alienígenas, né? Ela me deu uma nota aqui, vamos ver aqui. Telefone. Ok. Tem alguma coisa aqui que eu não tinha visto ainda. Deixa eu ligar para Regan, vai.
Looks like Regan isn't home right now. I'll have to try later.
Acabou de sair do meu escritório, então isso tá certo.
This is Lucia Purnell. I'm not at my desk right now, but if you leave your name and vid phone number, maybe I'll get back to you.
Comecei a mexer com a NSA e a Lúcia também sumiu. Aí tem coisa. Deixa eu ver se lá embaixo aconteceu alguma coisa. Nada nem. Fala com o Luiz.
Hey, let me buy you a drink, Mike.
What's the occasion?
I heard you saved that girl up at the Flamingo. The least I can do for our local hero is to buy him a drink.
She and I, we both got lucky.
Listen, Mike, if you don't give yourself credit, no one else will.
Concordo com ele.
So what else can I do for you?
Saúde, Lu.
I don't know who she is. Out of my league on that one. I don't know anything about that.
Tem que dar um jeito de encontrar a caixa do cara lá.
That's the guy in the photo, right? I only saw him the one time. I hope you ain't messing around with those guys,
Ninguém
Mike.
gosta do inicial.
I hear they ain't so easy to work with.
Zack Williams tá, cara. Eu sempre esqueço quem que é o Zack Williams. Posso dar alguma coisa pra ele, ver? Você sabe o que é isso aqui.
No thanks.
Não. Tá bom. O Regan tava aqui, né? Deixa eu falar com o Nilo. Se eles sabem de alguma coisa essa mulher. Depois eu lá falo com o Crazy Gary.
Saw that little senorita came by to visit you. Tasty little keister.
Bom, pelo menos ele sabe.
I ain't familiar with that name.
É a mulher que você viu.
Nope. Don't know a thing about it.
Isso é inútil.
So, you saved the girl at the Flamingo and caught the man who attacked her. So I suppose you think you're some sort of a big shot.
Well, I'd rather be a big shot than a half pint. Oh, no offense.
Everything you do is offensive. Now, what do you want? Never heard the name in my life. Of course I've heard about it. I just doubt I know any more about it than you. I don't know a thing about it.
Não era aqui que eu queria sair. Tá bom. Fala com o Crazy Gary lá. Dá uma olhada aqui antes. Se algo mudou. Nope. Nada mudou. Vou falar com o Crazy Gary então. Senhor do Red Bull.
You cannot know the depth of my shame when I learned that I had, albeit unintentionally, abetted a criminal. I prostrate myself before you, metaphorically, and restate unequivocally my willingness to rejoin any and all of your queries.
Beleza, muito obrigado.
Sounds good to me.
Vamos perguntar então. As mesmas coisas que eu tô perguntando pra todo mundo. Ninguém sabe.
No. I am unable to assist you. Yeah, I've not heard of such a thing.
Esperado. Tá revelando fuxa. Porque se a outra mulher tava casada com o cara e o cara tinha uma filha, a mulher deve saber. Tem o cliente também, qualquer coisa. Depois eu posso ir lá no cliente. Agora eu tô com livre acesso. Vou falar com o Gus antes.
Doesn't sound familiar. Don't know. Sorry. I checked out the box Emily received, but I couldn't figure out how to open it. I don't know him.
Cadê a foto desse aqui?
No thanks.
Tá bom.
I know Thomas is in danger. I can feel it.
Assim
I
dá.
have to save him.
Pra mim ainda é
Like you
Britney
saved
Spears.
me.
I'll do what I can, Emily, but I can't guarantee anything. You feel up to answering a few more questions?
Sure. That's Thomas's daughter. She hates my guts. But I have no idea why. Thomas didn't tell me very much about his past.
The man who attacked you last night took something from your apartment. Looked like a small box. Do you know what it was?
No. I mean, I don't know what was in it. I couldn't figure out how to open it.
How'd you get it?
Well, Thomas sent it to me. I don't know why anyone would want it.
How did it arrive?
Through some delivery service. It was wrapped in plain brown wrapper.
How'd you know Thomas sent it to you?
Ih,
Well, I
já passou por
recognize the
tudo isso aqui.
handwriting on the outside of the wrapper. I haven't.
Tá. Esse lá no telhado, não deveria ter nada lá no telhado. Deixa eu ver aqui no telhado se tem mais alguma coisa. Os mesmos papéis. Esse lá dentro.
Yeah, this clamp's been sprung. Useless. It's a tube of an old telescope.
Que diferente, né?
Looks like whoever was here had a set of permanent markers and too much free time. Looks like whoever...
É, não tem nada de novo também. Bom, a caixa também tava lá na NSA, né? Vamos salvar e vamos pra NSA. Autotech.
Returning to Autotact after almost getting my head blown off the last time makes me a little nervous. There are no speeders parked outside, and a cautious look around leads me to believe the place is empty. At least for now. I better work fast.
Uma coisa que eu preciso.
Just seeing Jackson Cross's name makes me nervous. I'd better get a move on.
Isso aqui.
Looks like I'll need to find a special card and passcode before I can open that door. I don't think anyone else is here, but I don't want to take any chances. Getting caught in here would not be good.
Alguém deixou cair o cartão.
The mop should keep that door shut. The mop should keep...
Isso aqui tem alguma coisa.
Oh, the bookcase is full of references. Looks like the same kind of junk I keep in the top drawer on my desk. A little Bo Peep. I'll have to keep my eyes open for the key to this drawer.
Isso aqui eu já vi aqui. Peguei o que tinha, tem mais nada.
I'd better not use this vid phone. It's probably bugged. One of these guys must be Horton. Now I'll be able to recognize him. Hyperpentium 360.
Hyperpentium. Nada aqui também. Sei lá, alguém disse que eu não fiz todas as perguntas que eu devia fazer lá para Fitzpatrick.
A PC magazine.
Não tem nada aqui mesmo.
This door appears to be locked.
Deixa eu ir lá, vai. Você tem que perguntar de novo. Aliás, fala com o Mac sobre a mulher aqui.
What can I do for you, Murphy? She came down to the station and asked about you. It's a good thing she vouched for you, too, or you might still be a guest here. That's the code for the post office in the Mission District. Like I told you, we didn't find it. We've had the NSA push us out of the way a couple of times. When they say jump, we start jumping and don't stop until they say so.
Boa, já é alguma coisa.
I land my speeder outside the post office Mac referred me to. The counter help fails to live up to its name, but a professional loiterer working outside seems to recognize Malloy in the photo. For half a pack of smokes, he suggests I check out several boarding houses in the area. After pounding the pavement for over an hour, I arrive at a quaint brownstone called the Garden House.
Ah, casa do Malloy, lembrei. Nossa, tinha esquecido completamente essa parte.
Hello there.
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a man named Thomas Malloy. Is he staying here?
Let me think. No, none of my guests is named Malloy.
He might be using the name Tyson Matthews.
Oh, heavens, yes. He moved in last week. Such a nice man.
Well, I know he seems very nice, but he's really a sick man. You know, nuts. He's got a terrible case of
Murphy Bar syndrome.
Murphy Bar syndrome.
My goodness, he seems so lucid.
Yes, that's the scary part.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's just so hard to see Uncle Thomas turning into a horrible zombie of a man.
Wish you, my nephew. Your uncle's not in right now, but I'll let you into his room. You can wait for him up there. Okie dokie?
Esse foi fácil até. Vamos lá.
Well, his bedspread's the most startling thing in the whole room.
O que tem aqui na sala? Onde o Malloy fica?
A book of puzzles. Maybe it has some word searches in it. I love word searches. A collection of the Bay City Mirror's daily anagram puzzles. If I ever really get stuck on an anagram, at least I've got a connection at the newspaper.
Okay.
A solid maple roll-top desk. I'd kill for a desk like this. Well, maybe I just maimed somebody. Cosmic Connection magazine. I seem to remember Fitzpatrick saying something about this. I remember Fitzpatrick telling me about the Cosmic Connection magazine.
Os alienígenas.
Looks like a sci-fi rag to me. Looks like a business card.
Everlock Titanium Safes. Isso tá com cara de código.
It's an envelope addressed to someone named Elijah Witt.
The plot Tickets. Quem é lá dia 8? Ah, mais um CD. PC lá de casa.
Disc. I'll bet whatever's on here will get me a lead. I can run it on the computer back at the office.
Tem mais alguma coisa? Mas acho que não.
Well, that's a handsome antique chair. It's all locked up.
Se tá trancado, quer dizer que tem coisa.
Well, the lights keep this room nicely lit.
Será que tá a chave?
A nice tree. The wood from this could get quite a blaze going in the fireplace.
Tá coçando.
Nice fireplace. This plant looks well cared for. The landlady must give it lots of love.
Nada em cima.
Nice painting, if you go for dull landscapes.
Tem mais nada aqui, né? Vai lá pro escritório, então. Vamos ver o que tem nesse CD. Eu acho que é aquele lá que a gente tinha visto lá. Deixa eu anotar isso. Que nunca que eu vou lembrar. 84 961 225 049. Quatro 961 225 049. Também não é. Vou falar de novo com o Gordon.
Hello, Mr. Murphy. How goes the investigation?
It's coming along, but I still need to get a few more details from you.
Please, please, I am at your disposal. Oh, yes, I know of him. He's a respected writer in the field of UFO studies. By all appearances, he's a reclusive man.
Okay.
I don't believe I have any additional information.
Vamos apertar todo mundo.
If I'm any judge of character, I think our arrangement will be extremely beneficial. The name is new to me. The man who runs the diner, I found him a very pleasant man. I can't place the name. I don't know who he is. The name is new to me. That's the landlord at the Ritz, if I'm not mistaken. Extremely unpleasant and uncooperative. For my part in all this is relatively unimportant.
Uhum. Você até dá uma risadinha nessa.
I've passed by the club, but it didn't seem to be my style, as they say. The name is... I don't...
Blah, blah.
The name... This was the newspaper in which I found a photo of Thomas Malloy. It's my idea that that was the pseudonym that Thomas used when he worked at the university. As I've said, I haven't seen my friend... The name... Intrigue? Tom...
Todas as
I
mesmas
don't...
coisas.
Oh, yes, I... As I've said, I...
Regan sabe alguma coisa do cara, né?
Looks like Regan isn't home right now. I'll have to try
Aqui a
later.
Lúcia também não vai ter nada, né? Não, tá bom. Sei lá, vou voltar lá pra casa. Em algum lugar eu devo ter esquecido alguma coisa. Como é que tá esse código? Olha, tem uma calça aqui. Que tinha
This
antes.
pair of jeans wasn't here
Não
before.
tava.
I guess Malloy must have come back and then left again.
Fax.
This warehouse address is 54 Front Street. That's in the waterfront area.
Bom. Mais um lugar pra isso que tá aberto aqui agora.
It's all up.
Não. Aqui deixamos alguma coisa. Lá no warehouse. Dinho. Essa porta se arruma, né, o safado? Olha.
Dr. Thomas Malloy, I presume.
Olha só.
You're NSA, aren't you?
No, sir, I'm not NSA. My name's Tex Murphy, and I'm a private investigator. I was hired by a friend of yours.
I don't have any friends, Mr. Murphy.
Ah, você tem
Well, what about Gordon Fitzpatrick?
E a tua esposa?
Fitz. Good old Fitz. I wonder why he sent you after me.
Are you all right?
Give me some water, will you?
Nossa, você tá mal, hein? Esses copos triangulares.
Thanks. I've led an excessive life, and I'm afraid the bill is coming due. Now listen, Murphy. What I'm going to tell you could help Fitzpatrick continue my work. The only catch is I'll put you in the same danger I'm in.
Don't let that stop you. Danger's a little like Jell-O. Always room for a little more.
Ever hear of Project Blue Book?
Sounds familiar.
Have you ever heard of Roswell?
Yeah. About 100 years ago, there was an apparent UFO crash. And the government came out and said it was just a weather balloon.
A weather balloon? It was no damn weather balloon. It was a spacecraft. The Roswell incident was the greatest disinformation campaign of all time.
So what was the connection between Roswell and Project Blue Book?
Well, Roswell is where Project Blue Book became Project Blueprint. Now, you probably never heard about it, seeing as how you're still alive.
Why do I have the feeling you're about to lower my odds in that department?
Oh, inflamável.
Do you mind?
In 1947, an alien spacecraft crashed in the desert outside Roswell, New Mexico. The wreckage was taken to the Air Force Base nearby for testing. And of course, they were looking for weapons.
Sounds like the military hasn't changed too much. If you don't mind me asking, Doctor, how do you fit into all of this?
In 1984, I came on board Project Blueprint. My job was to carry on the work of deciphering the hieroglyphics found in the spacecraft. Anyway, in early 1996, word of a breakthrough spread throughout the complex. Now, apparently someone had discovered that one of the alien instruments could generate minute quantities of anti-hydrogen. The big boys in Washington were ecstatic. Now, if you remember, the desert standoff was in effect, and we were looking for a technological edge over the Middle East bloc. Now, we had it in the palm of our hands. But unfortunately, as you know, things went very wrong.
That's the understatement of the century.
Well, the military was in such a hurry, they didn't take time to do any testing. Instead, they started a political incident, then proceeded to bomb the hell out of the Middle East.
Greatest snafu in history.
Now, after the war, I left the military, but I managed to smuggle out all my notes and other important items from Roswell. And I secretly continued my research.
Hey, Lloyd, don't move! I said freeze! Don't be stupid. Put it down! Look, I'm supposed to bring you back alive, not in a body bag. I don't think so.
Foi.
No! Back off! Back off!
A gasolina inflamável.
My orders were to bring in Malloy alive. But I guess that doesn't apply to you, does it?
Oh, in that case. Do you mind?
E tudo pegou fogo. Mais um dia feito. Vamos pro próximo dia. Dia 5. Dispositivo de Pandora. Tem alguma coisa entrou no meu olho. Vou achar um pouco a luz aqui.
I'd found Malloy just in time to watch him take a bullet. I wasn't sure whether that qualified as solving the case or not. Either way, I had to tell Fitzpatrick the bad news. He comes by my office, and I fill him in on what's happened. Second agent opened fired.
No!
Killed him. I barely got out of it alive. So for the next few minutes, I relate the events that led up to finding Malloy. But it's clear that his death is only part of the reason for Fitzpatrick's reaction. He's been withholding information from me since the beginning. Now it's time to find out what he knows about Malloy's
Achei
work.
o Malloy morreu.
An unfortunate turn of events.
E quem tava
Extremely unfortunate. Well, I guess this brings our partnership to an end. What do I owe you?
I think you owe me some details.
To what do you refer?
Look, Malloy was onto something big. He was just about to tell me until someone turned him into a corkboard. I want to know what happened. But most of all, I want to know what's going on here.
No, don't get into it. Forget this business. Take the money and walk away.
it's too late. I'm already involved. Now 1, possibly 3 NSA agents are dead. And for some strange reason, they're gonna think that I'm involved with all this.
Sim, sim.
And even if I wanted to drop out right now, the odds are they're gonna find me and fill me with so much lead, they're gonna be able to use me as a pencil. But aside from that, Malloy was onto something big. And those boxes are the key.
You know about the boxes?
Sim, eu te perguntei pelo telefone.
Well, that puts a different light on things, doesn't it?
Os anos 90 é foda. Os jogos é foda.
If you insist on staying with this, becoming involved, as you say, I've got to be able to be sure that I can rely on you, trust you. You know, this isn't the kind of thing that you can sort of dabble in and then back away.
Normally, I do have a little problem with commitment. But on this, I'm in 100%.
All right. Thomas Malloy and I, scientific researchers, were working together in Roswell. And we became friends. Our friendship really developed when we were transferred to China after the great disaster of World War III. After some time, Malloy took me into his confidence and showed me what he'd been secretly working on. Translating ancient alien hieroglyphics, taken from the crash of that Roswell spacecraft.
So you know what it is he was going to tell me?
No, I don't think so. Not really. I knew that he'd been, deciphering these ancient hieroglyphics. Some of the symbols that were found there, the dominating symbol seemed to be, or the dominating information seemed to be, that there was a second spacecraft approaching the Earth. And there was a continuing, recurring symbol of a black sun. Mysterious. He didn't get that at all. That really bugged him.
Well, this is all really interesting. But it's not the kind of information somebody kills for.
Tex, screw your head on straight! I'm ready to believe there is a second spacecraft down somewhere on this planet Earth unfound. Now, imagine that spacecraft filled with a technology that none of us have ever dreamed of. Imagine what someone would do to obtain that technology. Imagine what the government would do. Wouldn't it be worth killing for?
Nah.
You've got one of the boxes, don't you?
I do. Receiving it led me to believe that my friend's life was in danger.
Well, then you probably know more about the boxes than I do.
Variations on a Chinese puzzle box. Tom had maybe 4, 5, or 6 of them made to his specifications while he was in China. Just some kind of a novelty, I think.
Do you know how to open them?
No. Never occurred to me to ask. Now, what do you know about the boxes?
Well, I had one, and the NSA picked me up. They gave me a choice between giving them the box or having my brains blown out.
Recovering that box has got to be our first priority. Otherwise, I doubt we can continue.
Vamos lá de volta pro iniciar.
That's not going to be easy. I'll see what I can do. Just one more thing. You talked a lot about trusting me. Why should I trust you?
Mr. Murphy, I have more money and other vanities than I could possibly ever use. My purpose in being here, at the center, if there is a center to all this, is to follow the trail towards which my old friend pointed.
Vou ter que forçar pra ser o Tex.
I don't know where it will lead, but I intend to reach that end.
Tem mais coisas que
I
ele
guess
não
we're in
contou.
business. There's something about Fitzpatrick that makes me trust him totally, though I have been wrong in that area before. He knows about the boxes, same as Regan does, but their motivations seem to be worlds apart. I figure my best strategy is to stay right here on the middle ground. The fact of the matter is, I want to know what Malloy was going to tell me. That's my motivation. And the first step from here is to recover the box I handed over to the NSA.
E vamos voltar pra iniciar. Opa, tô ligando.
Do you have a fax?
Eu tenho um fax.
Do you have a fax?
Well, I'll be darned. The fax machine still works. Well, looks like my suspicions were correct. Now I'll just have to find out why Horton was posing as the Black Arrow killer.
Bom.
Sounds like I got a message on the vid phone.
Vamos lá.
Hey, Tex.
Olha
I hate leaving a message, but it's so hard to catch at home. I'm enjoying my vacation, though, well, I'm already getting a little homesick. I hope everything's going well for you, and, well, I just wanted you to know I was thinking about you.
Tava pensando em mim. Se você fala alguma coisa.
This is Lucia.
Também não tá. E a Regan, sei que ela tem alguma coisa na caixa? Ainda não tá.
Looks like Regan isn't.
Ainda não tá. Vamos apagar a mensagem. Vamos salvar, porque agora a gente vai lá para iniciar de novo. Ai. Ih, eu acho que falhou. Deixa eu iniciar aqui. Vamos lá. Autotech. Vai ter que entrar aqui, com certeza tem que entrar aqui.
Just see.
Aqui é onde ficam as evidências.
I wonder if Jackson Cross stashed the box he took from me and put it in here. I can't think of a better place to start looking.
O problema é que eu não consigo abrir porque tá travado, porque eu preciso de um código.
Looks like I'll need to find a special card and passcode before I can open that door. I don't think anyone else.
Aqui também. Ih, deu pau o jogo. Ainda bem que eu salvei. Não peguei nenhum papel com código, não. Vou tirar isso aqui que fica na minha fuça. Sobre o link da Nvidia. Piscando. Esse aqui tem alguma coisa. Isso que eu não vi, porque tem uma porta aqui que a gente não abriu, né? Que foi essa aqui.
I'll have to keep. Looks like the same kind of junk I keep in the top drawer on my desk. Looks like.
Será que tem alguma coisa lá no armazém? Vamos ver.
When I get to the waterfront warehouse, I'm a little surprised to see it still standing. From the smell of wet ashes, I'd guess the fire department got here in a hurry. They probably took away the charred bodies of Malloy and those government agents. At least Malloy went quickly. With any luck, I'll find something useful in here. If anything survived the explosion, that is.
Tadinho, deixa eu sobre ele aqui. Ele fica piscando, você não tá vendo. É isso aí. Okay, vai ter bastante.
Here's a little tidbit our government boys missed.
Isso aqui.
According to this postal receipt, Malloy sent out 5 packages 9 days ago. I guess that tells me how many boxes I'm looking for.
5 caixas, beleza.
Some names of Asian cities are printed on this piece of paper. This flight schedule seems a little too exorbitant to be taken seriously. Well. The NSA didn't get all of Malloy's notes. I wonder what this item 186 is.
Ah, você lembra desse item. Sem spoilers. É lá na frente isso. Por aqui.
That's just debris scattered from... The explosion sure did a job on these windows. Did improve the view, however. Yeah, old shipping boxes. Forklift didn't Yeah, old shipping. A lot of pallets scattered. These pallets seem to be a little... Never locked safe. I seem to recall there's a mathematical relationship to the serial number and the combination to open it.
Tem o código que eu tinha salvo aqui, você já tinha encontrado. 48496122549. 4 7 8 4 8. Vou começar de novo. Não, então o que eu tinha é isso aqui, ó, vou te mostrar aqui. É esse aqui. 484 961 225 049. Acho que tem que digitar essas. Digitar não, né?
Never locked.
1, 2, 4. Fazer o clássico direita, esquerda, 8. 961. Nossa, se decidir pro lado pro outro é que é um saco. Vamos ver se é isso, né? 6 2 2 5 2. Olha que fosse outro 2. Tá, 2. Verdade. 5. E 0,49. 0 4 não.
These pallets. I never locked.
Dá pra fazer só. Quatro 9 6 1 2 5 0 4 9. Ele fala que tem uma fórmula, uma correlação. Não faz sentido. Se for só os ímpares, no primeiro já não tem nenhum. Ué, como é que resolvia isso? Deixa eu falar com o Gordon, ver se ele sabe alguma coisa.
What can I help you with?
I learned a few new things, and I'd like to run them by you.
By all means. I can't help you with that. Project Blueprint was the name given to the military's analysis of the alien materials.
Esse já me falou, eu já sabia também. Não tem nada aqui.
Looks like
Tem um livro de anagramas. E esse disco aqui eu encontrei lá, só que ele tem uma chave, um código. Parece que é para abrir uma das caixas. Vou voltar lá. Será que o Mac tem alguma coisa pra mim disso daí? Duvido, mas... Eu tô aqui, né?
What can I do for you, Murphy?
O que não tem? Deixa eu ver se eu...
You can keep that.
Qual é pra... O que é pra fazer aqui? Só pra ver se eu anotei, se às vezes eu anotei errado, tô tentando... 484-961-225-049, isso aí.
an Everlock safe. I seem to recall there's a mathematical relationship to the serial number and the combination to open it.
Então se aquele lá é o número de série, vamos lá, aquele que eu tenho é o número de série. 484-961-225-049. Qual é a correlação do código? Será que se eu somar, ele vai dar 16, 459, 49, 13. Será que é isso? É, então. É isso que eu tô pensando. 16, então vamos lá. 16 pro outro lado. Vai pro 9. E pro 13. Será que eu não posso parar?
An Everlock safe.
Deixa eu ver. 16. Bateu. Ah, errei. Que foi isso? Acho que era isso mesmo, mas... 16. Passou. Dezesseis. É.
Never lock safe.
16. É, se você tem negócio, imagina eu. 16. 9. Errei.
Never lock.
Pior que nem deve ser isso, mas vamos lá, né? 16. Seis. Nove. 13. Depois tem uma outra coisa que eu quero tentar. Não era isso. Eu vou tentar fazer 9 para um lado, 16 para um lado, 16 para outro lado. Não. 16 para esse lado. 16 para o outro. 9 e 13. Ah! É a soma, eu lembro que era a soma isso aqui. E aí?
Never lock safe. I seem to recall there's a mathematical relationship to the serial number and the combination to open it.
Vamos lá. Não, pro outro lado.
Never lock.
E aí, 13. Os números. Eu acho que era somado, mas... Tentar somar de novo. Daria 32 e 22. E outra daria 54. Se eu somasse tudo, mas 54 é muito. Pela lógica da numerologia, hã?
Never lock safe.
Não é tão complexo assim. 6. 6. Não. Não é só um número. Então vou tentar 32 e 22. 32. 22. Não, é uns 4 números. Não.
Never.
16, 9, 13. tentar voltar pro 16. Essa eu já fiz, né? Sei. Apertei o botão errado. Não, não é esse daí não. Vou tentar o que você falou, vai.
Never lock.
Mas é, não, eu tentei já. Ah, não, tá, entendi. E daí a 7, 7, 9, 4. Acho que não, mas vamos ver. 7, 5, 6, 7. 7. Ou. Sete. Nove. 4.
I never lock safe.
Eu sou 16, 9, 13, deixa eu ver. 16, 9, 13. Nope. Ah, desculpa, eu vou fazer aquele esquema. Eu vou salvar. Pedir a hint. E depois eu volto. Nossa, tá. Tem que comprar o negocinho pra tirar. Não tem. Eu tenho que pegar esse código e colocar numa negocinho que tem. Eu vou comprar aqui. Robco Code Buster.
What would you like to know about?
Quanto custa aquilo lá? Cadê que eu nem achei aqui? Então não tá aqui, não achei ainda.
Memo pack. Memo pack. Photo analyze.
Processador de foto eu já tenho.
Now there's utility.
Rádio, joystick.
This computer has way.
Computador.
I used to have a battery.
Bateria, que eu vou passar mais pra frente.
Taser.
Taser.
That is
câmera.
one.
E aqui em cima.
Taser.
Taser também.
A relief globe of the
Globo da lua.
force field keeps out. I'm afraid my credit card for this slide box was term. I'm not interested in gag. I'm not interested in gag. Ah, the Moonchild toy space. This spacecraft looks like the escape. Well, they sure got a great selection of missile robot. Those headphones sound terrible. Those headphones. That sucker reminds me of the Bill. Well, they sure got a great selection of...
Ué, cadê? Dá pra comprar direto. Ué, cadê? Global, camera, taser, computer, video, transmission,
I wouldn't worry about the miscellaneous items unless, of course, someone suckered you into buying a Robco computer.
Yeah, it was great buying... I used to have a battery pack like this for my Robco.
Tem mais analisador de foto.
Now there's utility. A radio that... Photo analyzer. I got one of these and it's a real beauty.
Essa é o Luciano Huck.
To so he watches.
Não, não vou esquecer não.
Well, they sure...
Sei lá, vou começar a dar esse cartão pra galera pra ver o que eles falam, se as pessoas falam. Vou começar com o Louis. Louis sabe de tudo.
Hey, Mike. Chelsea called a while ago. Wanted me to say hi. So, what's going on? No thanks.
So, the man you were chasing was the Black Arrow Killer after all. You know, when I saw him out behind my pawn shop, he was carrying a small box. He was back there for some time. Did you find the box?
Achei e roubaram. Tem alguma coisa pra falar disso?
I don't want that.
Danilo, não vou falar que ele é pentelho. Fala com o Clint. Falei nada com o Clint depois.
I heard you saved Emily the other
Só
night.
ver aí, menino.
She's a real nice girl. I guess you're not as big a bonehead as I thought.
My friend, I was just doing my job. And I'm nothing too special.
I didn't say you were special, did I? What's on your mind? Well, look, I appreciate the gesture, but no thanks.
Essa é alguma coisa da caixa.
Emily never mentioned anything about a puzzle box.
Quem que é esse?
Oh, I wish I could help you.
Perdão do Zufo.
Can't say I've heard of it.
Já vi. É um cast seleto aqui.
Totally unfamiliar to me.
É um cast bem seleto. É o caderno do Tex. Aqui pariu. Esse doidão sabe alguma coisa? Doidão do Red Bull.
He proclaimed it. Rejoining your frequent inquiries has produced in me a sensation of dehydration. Perhaps soon you will consider making an additional offering?
Não dá pra dar as coisas pra ele. É o Merlin, ok. Que eu não falei ainda foi o pessoal aqui do Pixel. Posso estar pela frente agora? Não.
It's all locked up.
Então foi que você tá fechado também. Que bom. Tranquilo, sabe? Sabe alguma coisa? É verdade.
Look, you keep bugging me, it's gonna be sayonara for Murphy. This is it. Capiche?
Então eu vou te encher o saco. Só gente famosa aqui. O caldeirão do Tex. Cadê o seu quebrador de senha?
Photo analyzer. Photo analyzer. Now there's your... These joysticks never... To Zoe... That sucker reminds... Well, they sure gotta... Well, they sure... Well, they sure... Well, they sure... This computer... Those headphones... Those head... Missile... That is one... Taser... Taser... Well, they sure... Well, they sure... Well, they sure... Well, they... Memo pack. They haven't sold us... A relief globe... This spacecraft... Memo pack. Ah, the Moonchild Toy Space Station. Needless to say, I got one of these. I'm not interested in Geigers. Well, they... 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 Well, they sure got a great... Well, they...
Olha lá o Luciano Huck.
See anything you like? The Robco supercomputer. It's our top of the line. $5,999. The visual analyzing apparatus allows you to examine objects and enhance different quadrants digitally.
Vai ficar pra sempre.
The Robco battery pack is specially designed to be used with certain Robco products, such as the Alien Abductor, which I happen to be...
Eu. Ah. Como é que eu faço pra aparecer isso daqui? Tó, resolve isso pra mim.
That won't work.
Não. Só assim. Deve ter alguma coisa pra fazer pelo fato da gente estar no modo mais difícil.
That's a New York Times bestseller, Men Are Imbeciles. One of these days, I'm gonna realize I'm guilty as heck. The gripping. I borrowed this magazine on my last trip to the den. Ritual Virility is a guide. Rusty the Clown's Fun Book. I picked this book up at Rook's for $1. It's by Jane Mansfield. This picture was taken of my ex.
Ah, já foi isso aqui.
Yeah, it's taken me years. Another can.
A Jojo todinha. Você foi só um pouco, mas ela não tá atendendo, quer ver? Jojo todinha. Eu demorei pra entender.
This is Lucia Purnell. I'm not at my desk right now, but if you leave your name and vid phone number, maybe I'll get back to you.
E é preconceito contra os gordos. Não pode, gordofobia. A gente não pode mais nada. Vai que você fere os sentimentos dela. Eu sei que você não falou nada demais. Será que ela sabe?
This is just a bunch. This barbell would provide a great. Most of these computer components.
Eu não sei. Não faço a mínima ideia de como fazer pra quebrar isso aqui. Tem mais alguma coisa aqui? Cadê o nome dessa cabine? se eu usar isso aqui no cofre?
That doesn't seem to do anything. Yeah, old shipping boxes. Man, shelves really got blown around.
O que vocês estão falando?
Lloyd's desk got banged up, as much as he did. Gotta hand it to him, though. He was a fighter.
Amei que dá assim.
That lamp's scrap iron. Man. A lot of pallet. That's just in a box.
Quer ver uma coisa? Ó, vou trocar aqui. Blá blá blá, ele fala aqui, né? Find and look at the hop combustor. Quer apostar quanto que eu vou pra lá agora? Vai ter. Porque tá no modo mais fácil. Aqui, ó. Ó o safado aqui.
The Robco Combuster. Now...
Então, isso é por causa da dificuldade. Tem os puzzles a mais. Esse é um dos puzzles a mais. Já foi pra lá agora, eu não fiz nada além. Aqui não. Mas se não tá aqui, então talvez esteja em outro lugar com outra pessoa. O que sabe? O que não sabe?
So, I don't want that. Never have I flipped through the pages of the Cosmic Connection. Never have I read such utterly unbelievable tripe.
Nada. Sei lá, deixa eu ver se tem alguma coisa aqui. Se uma de vocês duas quiser procurar na internet, tá? Vocês fiquem à vontade. Eu quero como achar o Robco Combuster no modo difícil do jogo. Fiquem à vontade, tá? Não se sintam intimidadas. Vou ficar rodando essa jossa aqui até amanhã. Ué. É o mínimo, né? No telhado lá não tem mais nada não. Até porque não faz sentido. É alguma coisa que tem que fazer pra aparecer o... Será que você dá dinheiro pra ele? Joga dinheiro na cara dele. Toma dinheiro! É dinheiro, toma dinheiro!
Well, that won't work.
Não. Me ajuda
That
aqui
doesn't
para
seem
essa
to do anything.
bodega.
I remember Fitzpatrick telling me about the cosmic... A collection of the Bay City... It's a visitor's pack. If Louis was right, well, this is certainly an interesting design. So this is the...
Oh, fala comigo, vai.
What would you like to know about?
Muda os puzzles. Eu já terminei no modo easy esse jogo, eu não queria mudar no modo easy aqui. Sei lá, não faz sentido. Tem algum desses aqui.
Well, they sure got... Well, they sure got a... Well, they sure... Well, they... Well, they sure... Well, they... Well, they sure... Well, they... Well, they... Well, they sure... Well, they sure...
Não é ela, é já.
Well, they...
É a pretinha.
Well, they sure... Well, they... Well, they... Well, they... Well, they... Well, they sure... Well, they... Well, they... Well, they sure... Well, they... Well, well, they... Well, they... Well, they... Well, they... Well, they sure... Well, they... Well, they... Well, they... Well, they... Well, they... Well, they... Well, they...
Ou no modo difícil não tem. E você tem que descobrir o código mesmo.
Well, they... Well, they sure... Well, they...
Deixa ela tentar descobrir o código. Eu acho que é a soma lá da bagaça, da bodega. Mas talvez tenha alguma mais. Soma deu 16,
I seem
16,
to
9,
recall there's a
13.
mathematical relationship to the serial number and the combination to open it.
Será que tem que ser na ordem? Tipo 9, 13, 16. 9. Esquema filminho de filminho velho. 13. 16. Não, isso. Puxa 16 pro 0 de novo. Não. Ou será que é o maior número da combinação? Então seria 8, 9, 5, 9. Vamos ver. Oito. Nove. Cinco. 9 de novo. Também não. Sério que vocês não querem procurar? Procuro eu então. Eu vou ficar aqui até amanhã. Tá, depois eu edito pra não mostrar isso aqui no YouTube. Tum, tum. Vamos ver. Pandora Device. É a raiz quadrada. Pelo amor de Deus. Então é 22, 31, 15, 7. Claro que eu ia pensar que é a raiz quadrada. Ai, cacete. 22. É isso mesmo, direita, esquerda. 31. 15. 7. Será que fiz pro lado errado, porra? Parei antes. Vamos tentar de novo. Mesmo lado sem parar, vai. 22. 31. Botou errado. Vou te fazer aqui, velho. 22. Fingi que deu certo. 31. 15, 7. Os dois eu errei, então fica aqui 22.
Never
22. 31. 15. 7. Ué, do outro lado, vamos ver.
never locked.
22. 31. 15. 7. É só raiz quadrada. Como que eu não pensei nisso antes?
This looks like an old house key.
Spirits.
This scrap refers to some sort of containment chamber with instructions on how to open it.
Isso aqui vai ser lá no final isso daqui. Vamos lá, vamos abrir a portinha.
Paperback book's well worn. From the imprints on this page, I'd say Malloy was writing on the title page and then tore it out. Looks like Malloy might have been trying to make an anagram out of the title, There Are Messages from Outer Space.
Tá na grama, tem moeda na grama lá, que é a que você falou, Jojo Todinho.
Oh, a briefcase. This should be interesting.
Tem bastante coisa. Gate of the Sun. Sempre quis visitar.
This notebook must contain information on Malloy's work. I can't make out the writing. Looks like some sort of personal shorthand. I wonder. Maybe Regan could figure out some of her father's chicken scratch. Malloy certainly seems to prefer earth tones.
Tá. Vamos fazer as ligações agora.
This is Luke.
Tá. Tá lá.
Hello, Tex Murphy. Decided to take me up on my proposition?
We need to talk.
Sounds serious. When do you want to get together?
How about as soon as possible?
All right. There's a lounge here at the Imperial. Meet me in a half an hour.
Vamos pro hotel chique.
The Imperial is in the new city. Not too nice, but a few cuts above the Ritz. I walk into the lobby, then down a flight of stairs to the lounge. I'm not looking forward to telling Regan what happened to her father, but she deserves to know, and I'm gonna need her help. Thanks for the bourbon.
Is everything okay?
A roupa da mulher.
Tell me about your father.
My father worked for the military. I was born in China. I was raised there. We were really pretty close when I was younger, especially after my mother died.
Vai ser bonita, mas só pra receber tomar drink.
You know, we moved back here when he retired. Then he married that teenage gold digger. You know what I'm talking about. And, we had a little bit of a falling out. I just want to see him again.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to your father last night.
You did? Where is he? I want to see him.
Só quer ver ele, tá bom.
It's too late,
Regan.
What do you mean?
Ele morreu.
Ele morreu. He almost got both of us last night. I'm sorry.
Ele se impressiona com a raiz quadrada.
Maybe I should come.
It's okay. You always knew they were going to get him. That's why I didn't want me to know about his work.
Olha, eu já vi atuações piores, viu? Sendo bem sincero, em filmes, gente recebendo uma grana ferrenha. Não é uma boa atuação, obviamente. Mas tem coisa pior.
He wrote it all in his own personal shorthand. It's almost impossible for me to figure out.
Why don't you give it a try anyway? It's one of the leads I'm working on to see what your father was doing.
It's lucky the NSA didn't get this.
You think it's that important?
Ela tá combinando com o quê? É verdade, com a roupa dela.
The man who said that If he could make a translation, it would be worth a fortune.
Maybe it's tied to the boxes.
I brought mine with me.
Yeah, I had one, but the NSA confiscated it. But I know somebody else who's got one.
Who?
Gordon Fitzpatrick.
Oh, God. Gordon Fitzpatrick. I haven't heard that name since I was a little kid. He used to work for my father.
Well, he's as anxious to recover the boxes as you are. In fact, he's paying my
Caixas.
tab.
Tem a dela.
I say we form a triple alliance. He's got more connections than either one of us have got.
Let's wait and see what happens. Here, take a look at this. My father made it when we were in Peking, and several others like it. He didn't show me how to open it, though.
How many of these are there?
Oh, 5, I think.
Look, why don't you let me take this and see if I can get it opened up?
I'm not sure I like that idea. I mean, you could open it up and find the others and take all the money for yourself.
Listen, Regan, you gotta trust me. You can't do this by yourself.
Tá só
Nobody
atrás do
can.
dinheiro.
You need my help, and I need your help.
I guess I don't have much choice, do I?
Nos anos 90, os cabelos
Tex,
nesse dia eram
Don't
famosos.
run out on me. I already lost my father.
I won't.
Vamos lá, vamos brincar de abrir a caixa. E... Deixa eu fazer meu escritório. Oh, meu pai.
Listen, Murphy. I've got a proposition for you.
Tá,
Give me a call when you get this.
Na realidade, acho que essa daí parece mais a Whoopi Goldberg do que a Jojo Todinho que você falou.
Hey, Murphy.
Okay, what's the deal?
You followed up on the auto tech tip I gave you, right?
Yeah, turned out to be an NSA front.
But you got inside.
Not as far as you know.
Call it a hunch. Anyway, I need you to get something for me. It's a file with documentation on an NSA project called Operation Euphoria. It's kept in the NSA evidence room in the Autotech building.
How do you know all this?
Let's just say I've gotten to know some useful people. So what do you say? If you can get me the file, I'll trade you information or maybe something else. I've got access to anything you want. Just name it.
Então vamos lá, os anagramas.
Well, there is a favor you can do for me. You ever heard of a book called There Are Messages from Outer Space?
Sure. It's like a Bible for UFO nuts.
Well, I've got reason to believe that someone made an anagram out of the title. I need to find a computer program that'll check out all the possible anagrams.
Well, that's easy.
Sí.
I know the guy who does the anagrams down here at the paper. I'm sure he can take care of it. Might take a few days, though.
That's okay. Just get it as soon as you can.
Ela não deve
I'll
ser
see what I
muito
can
boa
do to retrieve the
de
Operation
decorar.
Euphoria file. Anything else?
Yeah. My contact got me a pass key. I guess you'll need it to get to the file. I'll send it over by express courier.
All right. I'll let you know when I'm ready to make the swap.
Seems to me I've heard that name in connection with the UFO industry. I don't know anymore. I've never read it myself. Popular with the UFO junkies, though.
Ela sabe alguma coisa
That's
assim
not in
aqui.
my area.
Tá, beleza.
Well, now that I got Purnell's key, at least getting into the locker at the NSA should be easy.
Hello there. I'm glad I caught you at home.
Ninguém queria falar comigo, agora todo mundo quer falar.
Yeah, me too. What's up?
I found some things in my father's notebook that may interest you. How much is it worth to you?
You take checks?
Sorry, I require full payment up front.
Oh, if we work things out, I'll completely satisfy the debt with interest. What'd you find out?
Well, not much. About the only thing I could figure out was toward the end of the notebook. There were quite a few references to OE, EW, and AE, but I'm not sure what they stand for.
Well, the E and the W could be directions or compass points, and the OE stands for Old English, but that doesn't seem very relevant. Whatever they mean, I get the feeling they're leading to something really big. Everyone and their dogs want to get their hands on your father's work.
As soon as we find out what these initials stand for, we'll be halfway to a fortune.
I don't know.
Sempre
Your father
assim,
was
né?
keeping this
É
under
dinheiro,
wraps
tem
for
dinheiro,
good
tem dinheiro, tem
reason.
dinheiro.
When we find out what this is all about, we may decide that whatever he learned shouldn't be let out into circulation.
What are you talking about? That's why we're in this. For the money.
Look, your father wanted to keep this work away from the NSA, and I think that's an omen.
We won't sell it to them. We'll only sell the information to the right people.
What if it's not that simple? What if it's something that would be better locked up forever?
That's not an option. It was my father's work, so by rights it's mine now. You can have a piece of the action, or I can do it alone. Now I think you should give me back that box I gave you.
I don't think that's a good idea.
You don't have the right to keep it from me. It's mine.
That's not the point.
You're right, Tex. I'm being foolish and
É
irresponsible.
estúpido isso
If
mesmo.
there's nothing terrible about what we find, we'll make a lot of money and live happily ever after.
Let's keep our fingers crossed, but for now I just want you to sit tight. I have a feeling things are going to get a little sticky from now on. Those initials you found may refer to other people who received boxes from your father. I'll see what I can turn up. Give me a call if anything else occurs to you.
All right, Tex. I'll be here. Please be careful.
Agora, posso mexer na caixa? Posso. Então tá bom. Peraí,
Looks like
isso
the
aqui...
tiles on the top of the box can be moved around.
Tá.
Now if I can just find out what pattern they need to be in.
Essa eu lembro. Lá no começo. Lá no começo eu achei um tapete. Ah, é com tempo também. Vamos lá. Eu tenho esses daqui. Vê que parece um 8 e 1. Aqui. Esse aqui tem 2 pontos. É calendário maia. Aqui tem 2 pontos e aqui, tá? Aqui são os 4 desses. É, só seguir, você consegue? Eu odeio essas coisinhas de ficar colocando no lugar. Esse aqui que vai lá em cima. Tá, a primeira linha tá feita. Segunda também. Aqui tá feito. Ah, preciso inverter esses dois aqui. Ah, já não consegui os extras. Você gosta? Eu não sou muito fã, não.
Looks like
Primeira
a
caixa.
module of some sort and some small metal pegs.
Esse é um módulo para fazer a bateria que vai lá no final. E cadê? Esses pegs aqui é para abrir a outra caixa. Essa é a chave para pegar o negócio lá.
From the imprints on.
Agora eu preciso voltar lá para iniciar. Mas é tipo o resto. Ah, tá, os pegs lá. Lá com a Regan que eu abri a caixa dela.
Hello, Tex. Found any leads on our mystery initials?
I'm working on it. Called to see what information you can give me.
Ask me anything you want.
Deixa eu ver se eu posso falar dela sobre a caixa.
Can't help you with that.
Tá, beleza. Então sou inútil. Vamos lá para iniciar. Será que aquela chave abre? Ah, caceta. Travou de novo. Ainda bem que eu salvei. Aqui tem um outro save. Tira esse overlay. Sabe, aqui.
Well, that won't.
Aquele cartão que eu tenho, abre, duvido, mas... Como ele ainda não saiu daqui...
I guess the visitor's pass is only used on the access panel in the lobby.
Deixa eu ver. Engraçado, ele sabe destravar a porta mais difícil lá do armazém. Mas não quer nem tentar destravar a porta aqui, que é mais fácil.
The music's inside the mic.
Como é que eu vou abrir essa porta?
I'll have to keep my eyes open for the key to this drawer.
Eu não mudei as tags, eu esqueci. Não, ele não vai com a chave de fenda. Jackknife, na realidade.
That doesn't seem to do anything.
Será que a chave lá, ela abre? Porta, tipo... Foda-se segurança. Duvido, mas...
Well, that won't work. Looks like I'll need to find a special card and passcode before I can open that door.
Deixa eu ver se tem alguma coisa lá em cima no telhado. Mas... acho que não, mas não custa. Lá eu já tinha visto. Ali na caixa d'água eu já tinha procurado. Um cartão ou chave. Onde eu voltei com o cara. Tem nada. Será que a mulher sabe? A Lúcia lá? O Goldberg? Acho que você concorda que eu vou falar da caixa pra ele.
What can I help you with?
I learned a few new things.
Why all?
Não é da Amy. Deixa eu ver aqui.
A.E. I suppose that could refer to Archie Ellis.
Quem que é Archie Ellis?
I believe he's the editor of the Cosmic Connection.
Tá bom. Esse negócio verde não sai.
After Fitzpatrick hangs up, I realize I forgot to ask him for Ellis's phone number. I decided to check the directory, and surprisingly, Ellis's name is listed.
Olha só. Vamos ligar pro Sr. Archie Ellis.
Identify yourself.
Achei que tinha dado pau.
I'm a friend of Dr. Thomas Malloy.
Tell me your name and your connection to Dr. Malloy.
My name's Murphy, and I have a package he sent. I'm trying to locate others who received similar packages.
I am familiar with the packages you refer to. I do not have one of them.
Well, that didn't go very well.
Vamos lá. De novo. Deixa o saco até ele
Dr. Malloy
atender.
asked me to carry on his work involving hieroglyphics found in the Roswell spaceship.
If you have knowledge of the Roswell hieroglyphics, then you should know other details regarding alien studies. If you can answer several questions, I will agree to meet with you. Who was the author of There Are Messages from Space?
J.I. Thelwait?
Correct. What is the name of the site of the immense alien landing strips in Peru?
The Plain of Nazca.
Correct. Name the structure located at Tiahuanaco.
The Gate of the Sun.
You have passed the test. Contact Archibald Ellis at 413 Vina Del Mar.
Vamos lá.
The sloppily painted sign 413 Vina Del Mar identifies the place as the Cosmic Connection. The display window is filled with charms, amulets, UFO books, and astrology charts. It doesn't look too promising. I open the door and step inside. An innocuous-looking little man is debating furiously with someone on the vid phone.
Look, extraterrestrial contact was made by the Russians throughout the 50s. It is well documented.
Wrong decade, Arch.
The aliens had to get rid of Kennedy before he exposed them, and LBJ was certainly under their control, if not actually one of them.
LBJ was a commie, mate.
Look, Larry, Vietnam was a ruse to divert the America's public attention and to throw our political system into chaos.
Cliche, cliche, cliche.
You know what, Larry? You're really beginning to get on my nerves here, okay? So why don't I call you back later? Goodbye.
Nossa, ele ligava fazendo assim. E aí entregou, hein?
Speak up on people like that?
Esse gritinho aí entregou.
What I get paid to do. Are you Ellis?
Yeah, that's right. You must be Murphy. Here's my card. You got one?
Darn it, I think I just handed out my last one.
Oh, okay. Well, you give me one later.
Battery force.
So, you're a private eye, huh? Never met a private eye before. Hey, want some herbal tea?
No.
No? Oh, okay. So, you know Dr. Malloy?
I knew him. He's dead. The NSA murdered him.
Murdered him?
Ay, caramba.
Actually, I think the NSA wanted to take him alive. So I gather from that the NSA wanted something from him. Now, you were with him recently. Do you have any idea what that'd be?
Luciano Huck Chaminé.
Oh, do you mind?
Actually, I do.
So I guess this is the part where you tell me everything you know about Malloy.
I wasn't done.
Nesse ele tá fumando pouco.
You want me to start at the beginning?
No outro, lá no Dark Limão, ele fumava todo episódio, toda vez que
Published a
aparecia.
magazine called The Cosmic Connection. I'm sure you've heard of it. We feature investigative reports, interviews, anything concerning the supernatural, the ET, you know, anything like that. Anyway, one of my contacts in the field is a man by the name of Elijah Witt. Oh, he is a legend in the area of alien encounters. Anyway, a few months back, he set up an interview between Dr. Malloy and myself.
Did Witt say how he knew Malloy?
No, but I think that he, Witt, pulled some strings and got him, Malloy, a research lab at San Francisco Tech. Witt used to be a professor there, and,
Any idea what Malloy was doing at the research lab?
I don't really know, but he did use a strange term, the Pandora device. I'm not really sure exactly what it means.
Pandora device?
Well, yeah, he talks about the dark seed that was unleashed.
The what?
Well, something got loose, something alive. I mean, come on, there's been stories around for ages. Anyway, we talked about other things, you know, Roswell, of course. You know what? What you should probably do is read some books, and I can make some recommendations.
Tem tempo
They
pra
have big
isso.
pictures.
Tem que fazer o
See, I'm
Mata
gonna start
Velha.
you with something light. Foucault's Pendulum. This is practically a manual on government conspiracies. And, let's see, Adrift in the Telluric Currents. Now, this is a little tougher read, but it's good. It's really good. And a must-read is The Fifth Column, okay, by Richard Eco. Now, this man, he was a prophet. I mean, he proved without reasonable doubt that we've been living amongst aliens for generations, and the government knows everything. I mean, it even hints that one of our presidents was a alien, if not at least half. You know, I won't tell you which president. I want to ruin the surprise for you. Anyway, it's all in there: crop circles, abductions, etc., etc. Look, if you want my advice, don't trust anybody, okay? I mean, I can sense you're on the level here, but most of the time, people, you just don't know. I mean, Aliens are everywhere, man.
Hey, Archie. How do you know I'm not an alien?
Murph, you're so silly. Everyone knows aliens deny their own existence.
Well, I appreciate you letting me borrow these.
Sure, just take them home with you.
Could I ask you a few more questions?
Sure, that would be great.
Vamos proteção.
Yeah, that's the pen name for Elijah Witt. He uses for his books. It's an anagram of his real name. Sure, I know about the book. You don't? I mean, I read it at least 100 times. No, I'm drawing a blank.
Did Malloy send you a small box made of some strange metal? No apparent way of opening it up?
Well, actually he did, but it got stolen. That in the interview I did with Dr. Malloy. You know, I'm missing a stapler too and a few pens. I don't know if I misplaced them or...
Well, let me get this straight. You just let somebody waltz in here and take the box?
Well, no, actually I hid it. But whoever broke in, they knew exactly what they were looking for. The interview that I did with Dr. Malloy was on 2 separate discs. They only got the first one. You want to watch it? Sorry for the interruption, Doctor. This power cell, as you call it, could it be used to power these ships?
Hypothetically. But first, we'd have to get into the Roswell complex. And the military isn't about to roll out the red carpet.
Well, rumors have circulated for years about what really happened there. Would you care to shed some light on the incident?
Well, I can only tell you what I've heard. Among the various items recovered at the Roswell crash were several egg-shaped capsules stored inside a containment chamber. Now, no one could figure out how to open the capsules, so they faded into the background for years. Then the researchers figured out how to operate the accelerator. Apparently, someone used it on one of the capsules and something was released into the facility. And whatever it was, it killed off almost everyone in the complex before the military could quarantine the area.
And no one's been in the complex since then?
Not that I know of.
Thank you for your time, Doc. So, what do you think? Pretty cool, huh?
Well, the stuff about Roswell was interesting. He didn't say anything about the Pandora device.
Nope. So what are we gonna do now?
Well, I've got to find out more about the Pandora.
E eu vou continuar te perguntando.
Yeah, to contact Elijah Witt.
Ooh, I don't think that's a very good idea.
Why not?
Well, you see, Mr. Witt, you know, he's a personal friend of mine, but he's very important, very private person. He doesn't like strangers. Too many wackos on the loose, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, Archie.
There were strange designs on the box. They looked Mayan or Aztec. I told you what I know. I mean, by the name, I guess it's something powerful and something Dr. Malloy doesn't want to let loose. Well, I'm just one of the few people who realize that we are not alone in the universe. I mean, anyone who thinks otherwise is insane. I can't help you with that. I don't know anything about any other boxes. Malloy never mentioned them. Oh, Mr. Witt is a living legend in the UFOologist community. I would love to have him over for some herbal tea and conversation, but he's always busy. I guess I just have to be content with his books.
Então tem o cartão da NSA pra eu entrar lá, né?
Sure, I know about NSA. Scary group. I mean, it's common knowledge they're being run by aliens.
É tudo alienígena. Tá, beleza. Deixa eu ver se eu entregar isso aqui. O que ele vai falar?
I can't help you with that.
Tô te dando um pedaço de uma coisa alienígena e você não quer.
I can't help you with...
Ele tem medo.
Talking to Ellis was like entering the Twilight Zone. All this hocus pocus about aliens and quarantines. And what's the story of the Pandora device Ellis referred to? I wonder if it could be linked to the boxes Malloy sent out.
Certo. Eu vou dormir. Estou aqui no escritório. Deixa eu ver se a Whoopi Goldberg tem alguma coisa. Eu vou dormir.
This is Lucian.
Então.
Well, hello. You just caught me. I was headed down to the sauna.
Tem passão, não.
Sorry, but I'm allergic to cedar. Got time for a few quick questions?
Too bad. Could have been fun. Haven't heard that name before. I don't know who he is.
Você é uma inútil que só quer dinheiro.
That's another name I've heard. I think he may have been an associate of my father, though I can't be sure.
Tá bom, tá, vai. Vê se o Gordon sabe.
Good evening, Tex. You look as though you're on to something. What can I do for you?
Well, I had a little talk with Archie Ellis. It seems that Dr. Malloy was working on something called the Pandora device, and I think it's connected to the boxes. I'd like to run some of these new developments by you.
It's possible that the box that Mr. Ellis received was a blind meant to throw the NSA off track. Knowing Thomas, he wouldn't put all of his information in any one box. Maybe we need all of the boxes to create the Pandora device. Oh, yes, I know of him. He's a respected writer in the field of UFO studies. By all appearances, he's a reclusive man.
Chega. Isso aí. Tem a caixa. Tem o cara lá. Elijah Witt. E eu vou finalizar aqui hoje. Quase 1h da manhã já. Muito bem. Muito obrigado. Obrigado pela companhia. Até mais. Depois, Paula, dá uma olhada lá no YouTube amanhã. Vou colocar amanhã o vídeo. Amanhã à noite. Amanhã lá pelas 6 eu solto. Boa noite. Beijos, até a próxima.